म यस्तो गीत गाउँछु जुन प्रेम गीत बनोस्
हर माया गर्ने जोडीले आफ्नै गीत बनोस्
म यस्तो गीत गाउँछु
The first 8 days of hiking had taken us to the top of Tum Valley, where we had spent the afternoon at Mugompa.
आफ्नै गीत बनोस्
We were now on our way back down Tum Valley, the same way as we came up.
मीठा बिपना होस् तहाँ
Against the majestic backdrop of the Ganesh Himal, Sringi Himal, and Buddha ranges, the serene Himalayan valley is rich in ancient art, culture, and religion.
आफ्नै चित्र सजाइसकेको छु मैले तिमीलाई मेरो यो मुटुभित्र
That night, we stayed at Chumling again, the same village as where we had stayed on the 5th night. As per usual, we stuffed ourselves with the unlimited Dalbat refills for dinner. After a cold night's sleep, the next morning we made our way back down the Tum Valley track and onto the Manaslu hiking track, where we had turned off 5 days earlier. The local people around this area are mostly of Tibetan origin and speak a unique dialect. Along the way, we saw many Tibetan prayer wheels, called mani wheels by the Tibetans, which are devices for spreading spiritual blessings and well-being. Although these wheels no doubt have great spiritual significance, we thought that they would also make entertaining toys for the children, especially in the quieter seasons.
रहेछ रे यो मन
डुल्छ तिम्रै वरिपरि
भुल्छ तिम्रै वरिपरि
सम्झिएर तिमीलाई घरिघरि नियालेर मेरो आँखामा हेर त्यहाँ पाउँछु आफ्नै चित्र सजाइसकेको छु मैले तिमीलाई मेरो यो मुटुभित्र
Along the way, locals were constantly using the tracks to transport goods from one village to another. They did this via donkey taxi. Wild marijuana grew like weeds all along the walking tracks.
लै बरी लै बरी लै
लै बरी लै बरी लै
लै बरी लै बरी लै बरी लै 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 बरी लै लै लै
पटुकीमा सिउरेको सुर्के थैली खै
The next day was particularly slow.
भन सुर्के थैली खै चौबन्दीमा तुनेको सुर्के थैली खै
11 days of hiking was taking a toll on our bodies, especially the knees.
कुरुसैले भूमि
We decided to finish hiking early for the day and rest up.
झुमके रुमाल खै भन झुमके रुमाल खै
Although it just so happened that there was a local Nepalese wedding that night. The ceremony was completely unlike a typical Western wedding, and it continued from dusk until dawn the next day. At the wedding the previous night, there was an abundance of local wine called Ruxi, which is consumed liberally on special occasions. We couldn't quite develop a taste for Ruxi, but it was greatly coveted by the local men. Ruxi is usually made by distilling a grain called kodo, which I believe is quite similar to Rus. It's stronger than the Western wine, yet weaker than vodka. The bitter beverage is clear in colour and is known to have antiseptic properties. Locals from all around the area walked for hours to attend the wedding, thereby leaving surrounding villages even more deserted than usual. Most of the locals had already retreated down the valley and into Kathmandu for the cold, harsh winter.
Hey.
Along the way, local children often raced to greet trekkers with their favourite English word, chocolate.
Got some?
The kids brought energy and excitement to the journey.
ठुला ठुला तिर बनी बसे यो दिलैमा
Namaste. Hello. Namaste. Sorry. Namaste.
निधारको त्यो रातो टीका छाप बनी बस्यो यो दिलैमा निधारको त्यो रातो टीका छाप बनी बस्यो यो दिलैमा.
As we climbed high into the Himalayas, the temperature quickly dropped. As we had made good pace in the first week, we decided to take a side trek up to the Pungjin Gompa in the valley next to Mount Manaslu. The Pungjin Gompa, which stands at 3,870 metres, is said to be named after Manaslu, Pungjin meaning bracelet of the Great Mountain. The Pungjin Gompa was destroyed by a fire during the winter of 1953 after the first Japanese expedition to Manaslu, killing 18 inhabitants, mostly nuns. The villagers believed that the god residing on Manaslu had destroyed the Gompa to show his wrath for the trespassers. They refused to let the second Japanese expedition to Manaslu climb the mountain in 1954. When we arrived, the Gompa was deserted and looked as if it had been that way for many years.
पातली त्यो मधुर ओठ स्वाद बनी बस्यो यो दिलैमा मिले कति दाँतका पंक्ति मिले कति दाँतका पंक्ति मोती पनि कलिलो
That night we made our final preparations to climb Mount Manaslu High Camp the next morning.